Hey, we're back again, Coon Prairie Ramblers, with our special guest, Michelle, the chaplain.
Miller.
Yes. Hey, do you, when you go to the store, do you have a special parking lot spot?
No, sir. No.
No clergy, nothing for
The jail should have one for you that says...
Well, I don't drive, so they'd have to have a spot for me.
You don't drive?
No.
There's a standing spot there.
Yeah, so I get dropped off and picked up, whatever. No.
Jim gonna come get you?
Yep.
Yeah, he comes not today. No.
Oh.
But he comes.
We'll get her home today somehow.
All right.
I got room in the back of my truck. We'll get her back to the house somehow.
Got your walking shoes on?
Got my cane.
Got the cane, so...
Got my cane, so...
You better behave,
yes,
she'll
and my
whack
walking
you with
shoes,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to talk about volunteerism. Is that a word?
Yeah. It is now.
Volunteerism. If not, you heard it here first. I just coined it.
It was coined here.
Volunteerism, and I want all the royalties. So
Another Coon Prairie.
Don't even try to abscond with it.
That's right. And witnesses.
I've never really belonged to a like the Red Cross or anything like that.
Nothing big.
My volunteer is like someone. Hey, why don't you get over here and help us with this?
Oh, you mean you've been shanghaied a few
Yeah.
times? Yeah, that's me too.
In church. Hey, we need some volunteers. Fold these tables. Hey, you're a big guy. Get over here.
That's right.
I said, wait a minute. I'm a big guy with a bad back.
And you dare not suggest things sometimes. And it's like, oh yeah, well why don't you do that then?
Yeah.
Why don't you get that committee together?
Go find out. Go check into that and bring us back a report.
I play my cards close to my chest.
Get that committee together. You can be the chairman of that committee. Why don't you take care of that?
The world has too many committees.
One time when I used to be in a Rotary Club. And
that's one of the things they talked about being a chaplain is try to get involved with more community things, services, clubs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, so what club would you go for if you?
I'm talking about getting in touch with the Rotary and
there's go and speak. Oh yeah.
Or talk to them.
They're always looking for speakers, because they meet at lunch. They always have to have a speaker.
Right.
Talk to them and just be involved in what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Whatever they're involved
they'll
in.
Sit there and ask you questions.
When you were in the service, you learned not to volunteer for anything.
Right. No, I'm a good not volunteering type of guy.
Oh. Where did you get out of the service?
I wait till I get drafted.
Well, I volunteer Jim a lot. He's good at that.
Oh, I'm sure he appreciates that.
Yeah.
Didn't you say something earlier about being a pink lady?
Yeah, way back when I was working at the hospital, I was a pink lady because I didn't drive. My shift, I worked at the hospital.
Pink lady?
They have blue coats now, but they're pink ladies. They're volunteers, all the people that volunteer.
Help out with
like
it.
A candy striper?
No, candy strippers are mostly teenagers.
Candy strippers are more going in the rooms and doing stuff with the patient.
Yeah, and they're like usually teenagers or high school students.
The pink lady be out when you walk in. There's a desk there.
Oh.
They wear blue coats now. Back then they were pink coats.
And they run the gift shop and they do a lot of stuff around the
auxiliary. The auxiliarians.
And you did it. That's a word too.
Is it?
And you did that here at DeSoto?
And at the hospital, yes. My shift at the hospital, got off earlier than my husband did, so I would volunteer for a couple hours while I was waiting for him to pick me up. Instead of just sitting there, I could help out somebody.
How long did you do that?
For how many years or how long a day?
No, how many years did you volunteer?
As long as I was at the hospital. I was at the hospital for like 10 years, I think. Something
wow.
like that. Long time ago.
Can you remember way back your original thing you ever volunteered for?
I wanted to be a candy striper.
Yeah.
A candy striper?
That's what I wanted to be.
Really?
And I volunteered to work in the library. I wanted to be a librarian
That's good.
Ago.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Good.
At the high
library.
school.
Last thing in the world I would want to be is a candy striper.
And then I volunteered.
Don't make me picture you in a little dress.
You know what they'd call you? Hey, you can't,
they'd call you something, all right.
I was in high school. I was a volunteer in the library.
Well, candy strippers are only for girls, right?
Those for in the hospital.
Well, you can not anymore now. You can't.
No, I don't know what they call them anymore. Just hospital volunteers.
Candy ass. No.
Edit that out.
Oh.
Dum 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 dum. You heard it here first.
Candy.
Candy kisses wrapped in paper. Sung by George Morgan, father of Lori Morgan.
George Morgan.
You didn't know that.
I never heard of that.
Yep, big hit.
I'm going to do the Sammy Davis one.
Song.
The Candyman can. That's what I thought you were going to
that
do.
was probably his biggest known.
Sammy Davis.
Sammy Davis Jr. with the Candyman.
Hey.
Candy.
See, I remember that.
Let's do a segment on
I'm
candy.
dating myself now.
Yeah.
What's your favorite candy?
Favorite candy?
Dove, dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
I don't like any other. I don't like milk
chocolate. They say that's better for you than
the
milk chocolate.
I used to never really care for chocolate, but within the last couple of years, I was like, I'm crazy about chocolate.
Just dark chocolate.
Really? You evolved.
Yeah, I did.
Or morphed or something else.
I think I like morph better than evolve.
Morphin' Mel.
Morph.
The Morphin' Mel.
There you go.
Hey, come here, Morph. That's like a good nickname.
Morph and Mindy.
Morphin' Mindy.
Yeah.
More for me. More for me.
Hey, we were talking about
volunteering.
Volunteering.
You ever get volunteered for something?
The first time I volunteered was at the library at the high school. I was a library aide. And that's when they had the Dewey Decimal System.
I remember that.
Way back then.
Card catalog.
You couldn't Google everything. Yes.
Yeah.
You had to look it up by card. That's right.
That was always fun. Putting the books back on the shelf.
Have numbers. 153.84.
Hey, can I confess something?
Well, I don't know now.
Nobody's listening. Go ahead.
I've been...
if I want to hear this or not.
She's one of those people that doesn't listen to the program.
Yeah, she knows.
I'm embarrassed to go to the library to look up something because they tell you to go to that computer to look it up.
Uh-huh.
I'm afraid to tell them, like, I don't know how to do that. And because I've gone down and I sat there and I looked at that thing, and
my neighbor works in the library, so talk to my neighbor. Say Michelle said come talk to you, so
yeah,
don't be intimidated.
I'll go up to the desk and I'll ask them about a book, and they said, "Well, go look at a computer." I'm thinking, why can't you just show me where the stupid book is?
Yeah, it's cards.
Yeah, you're volunteering. Get out here and help
where
me.
That book is.
Yeah. Wow.
It's in the back, the third shelf from the fourth over down the bottom.
They're going to ban Mel from the library and go in and see his picture on the wall there.
Yeah.
Don't let this man in here.
You have a library card?
I do, but I don't hardly go to the library. I look everything. I'm on the
Google.
YouTube.
You Google everything.
We have a good library now.
Yes.
Great books.
Beautiful library.
Movies you can check out.
Hey, my book is in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Is
Mel
your
wrote
book
a
in there? I know it's on tape. But your book's in the library too?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She went and showed me where it was. And I'm thinking, this thing needs exposure. Pull that thing up and put it up on top of the counter and open it up.
Right,
my cookbook I gave you is not in there, though.
Yep, that's right. You wrote a book. You did a cookbook one time. I forgot about that.
There?
No.
Oh.
He has one.
I have one.
He actually got him and KC, whose chair I'm honored to sit in.
That's right.
Yeah.
The late, great KC Carlton.
Signed, did a recipe. We signed a picture of Tater. He drew a picture of Tater, and KC signed his name to the cookbook.
Those were the days.
Yeah, my friend. Thought they'd never end.
Thought they'd never end. You get volunteered for stuff once in a while if you're not careful. Somebody say, well, he'd be a good one. Next thing you know, somebody's dragging you
They
in the
volunteer
middle of
Luke all the time on Facebook. I see it. Well, this Luke would be a good guy for that.
Yeah, they always asking me stuff, history stuff. Or I don't know all of it. I know a little bit of it, but if not, I point them in the right direction, hopefully.
The thing I hate to get volunteer for is to be like the chairman of this organization, or the chairman of a like we're going to have, like with the Rotary, they do a service. They used to do service above self banquet, and they pick somebody in the community. I hate to be an organizer because I'm so unorganized. I mean, I can organize my life, but I can't organize other stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
Like okay, we have to do this, and and I'm not a good checklist guy. Because you got to be a checklist guy to do that.
I go along with most things. So somebody asks me to do something, I'll do it.
Yeah.
There's very few things I turn down. So,
I mean, if you want me to volunteer, like to help, come alongside of you.
Right, be a worker bee.
Yeah.
Right.
But somebody has to be the queen.
Tell me what you want me to do, and I'll go do it. Yeah.
That's right. Keep it mindless.
Yeah.
It is hard to do that. When you go to the events, and I've been to like several events with somebody next to me who's never done it before, and you try to help them into what would make things better. Sometimes you feel like you're stepping over boundaries and telling them how to do their stuff. I said, well, I'm trying to organize you, trying to help you, but it is hard to do that. You have to be organized.
Volunteers are very important. Without them, I mean, a lot of stuff would not get done.
The hospital, that's all they go on.
On a local level, state level, national level, we need volunteers. So
hope those doctors aren't volunteers.
I heard that.
The Red Cross needs them. All kinds of.
That's right. So all you volunteers out there, our hats are off to you. We appreciate the difference you make in our lives.
Thank you.
There you go. All right. Well, we got about 30 more seconds here or whatever.
How much do you, with your chaplaincy, how much do you think you do in a week?
How much do I
do?
How many
hours?
Are you pretty busy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to have to get busy, get on out of here. Be back in a few with the F-bomb. So y'all sit tight, and we'll be right on back.